ഹിന്ദി സിനിമയുടെ മുഖം മാറുകയാണ്. അതിമാനുഷ നായകരുടെ സ്ഥാനത്ത് സാധാരണക്കാരൻ മുഖവും ശബ്ദമുള്ള ആൾക്കാർ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ടവരാകുന്നു. ബി മൂവീസ് ആവേശകരമാകുന്നു. ഈ പുതിയ തിരയിലെ ഏറ്റവും ശക്തനായ അഭിനേതാവാണ് വിനയ് പാഠക്. നമ്മുടെ മലയാളത്തിലെ തിലകനവും നിർമ്മിണവും കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യാവുന്ന ഈ അഭിനേതാവാണ് ഇന്നത്തെ നമ്മുടെ അതിഥി. ചിന്താവിഷ്ട ശ്യാമൾ എന്ന സിനിമയുടെ ഹിന്ദി പതിപ്പിലെ നായകനാണ് അദ്ദേഹം. അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ തിരക്കുകളിലേക്ക്. Hi, you're now doing a very famous Malayalam film in Hindi. This is Chindavichte Shyamala to SRK.
SRK, yes.
So, what was his first impression? What was the first thread line you stopped,
The first thread line actually was the film. I saw the film. Ajoy Verma, the director, who's also a first-time director. He gave me the film to watch, and it was such a fascinating story, and such a simple story, told in the most simplest manner that you can. And I think that caught my fancy big time. The simplicity, and how all the characters were so real, because it was such a real story. And it was not a story of an extravagant event. It was not a story of some any kind of flamboyance. There was nothing, cinematically or color-wise also. It was such a plain, simple story. But the human psyche and the grains of it were just so real and touching that I was completely hooked the moment I saw the film.
So what was like your take on when you saw Srinivasan, the hero and the director and the writer, and what have you taken from that for the real movie, for the Hindi film, and what you have not taken?
I think I got lucky because Ajoy made sure that the screenplay for the Hindi film was written by Mr. Srinivasan.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yes. So somewhere also the faith and the affection and the support we were already getting from the person who had already made the film. And B, the fact that it was in Malayalam and I had to do it in Hindi. Usually what happens for an actor that he's deliberately trying not to ape, not to imitate, not to... So I read the script later. I just saw the film first. And then when Ajoy and I started discussing, I said, you have to make the script little Hindi centric, because the language is again like the expressions, there's a certain code of conduct, certain phrases, it's two different
and it's go for a different audience as well.
But I think the fact that he wrote the screenplay in a very nice manner and the dialogues were nice, and also the freedom to improvise. And Ajoy said that I am banking on who you are and how your character become, the character that Shivaji Rao Kote that I'm playing. And I think all those things helped a lot. That after first few days, because we did try a lot, the mustache, the hair and everything, Ajoy is quite a perfectionist. And Mr. Kumar was shooting, he was the cinematographer. So I think all of these preparations and research and homework, they helped me in many ways. And then after that, we were shooting in Munnar. So I guess somewhere the time and space also helped me be. And I've seen the film, it's complete, and I think it has come out very, very nice.
We look forward to see that film. And what do you see in a film when a script comes to you, and how do you decide that? Is this it goes with the impulse, or you have some kind of a
I think it's the first impression of the story that you hear. I mean, character and everything is aside. I like to hear the story first, and I don't want them to tell me what character I'm going to be. I want to hear the story. I'd rather read the story on my own. Or if you can't give me the script, narrate the story to me. I'd still prefer the script. And if the story is something that is hooking me on, the story has to be something I haven't been a part of. That is the first rule for me. And B, if the story is strong and the storytelling has a grip, then obviously, naturally, the characters, would be something that I haven't done before, something with lots of strength, underneath. And I think that gets me excited. It's always story first, character
So
next.
for a Bheja Fry or for a Johnny Gadar or even for Rabde, so when you read the script, you knew that you were going to be in that Surendra Saini's friend, or Bheja Fry was the central character?
As I said, I mean, in case of Bheja Fry, he narrated the story to me. I said, I don't want to see the film right now. I want to read the script first. So I read the script first,
Yeah.
and then I saw that film,
Right.
which is two different films
Yeah.
altogether.
Right.
And then I said, okay, now I'm fine.
Yeah.
Now I'll try to, build who Bharat Bhushan is.
Exactly.
And then all the background of Bharat Bhushan was our research, me and Sagar and Arpita and all these people who wrote the film together. And I think that helps. That helps also because it's also an excitement of being in a process.
You grow up with the character.
Yeah, and
right?
and also it's playing.
Yeah.
It's for a child, game is so important.
Right.
And I think that's what it is for me. I need to play various games or various different things when it comes to script and the story and the character.
Right.
And that makes it very exciting.